Hey, you guys. Welcome to April readings of loose messages. If you're new here, please let me introduce myself. For returning viewers, your timer, like the timestamp, is in the description. But for my new viewers, thank you so much for being here. Before we get started, I tell everyone, I do not judge you. Whatever that comes through that the cards are telling me to tell you is to heal, and whoever's listening, including myself, it's for them as well in their own way. So really just take what resonates, let go what doesn't, and have fun and take notes, drink water, get comfy. Hi, this reading is for Libra. Before we get started, I'm sorry if you can hear Nim or Rico eat their food. I swear, they always decide to do the weirdest things as soon as I start reading. It's like they know I'm about to sit down for a while. So it's like they start relaxing and getting more they're anxious dogs, you know? But anyway, Libra, it's April. It's getting more warm, and it's just, it's like every day do we really see the beauty in life, right? Of course, there's always that darkness as well, but I think that's been more internally. It's been internalized, and we've been working on shedding and shedding light on our darkness to shed, you know. But nonetheless, the beauty outside that inspires us seems to grow every single day. And you're not alone. It's like a collective thing. Not only are all of us going through some sort of, metamorphosis, but I don't know, you guys have being air signs, you guys have such a great way of seeing the world around you, and having it inspire you to see through your third eye, through your mind's eye, right? But Libra, let's see, what are the messages here for Libra, April? We got the King of Swords. Like I said, right? This is you, air quality. For some of you that are in a relationship, I think being in the relationship is what's been inspiring you lately. It can be a little hard to juggle because, like I said, we have insecurities and darkness within. But I think for those of you that are in a relationship, you guys are definitely in a great team. For those of you that are not with anyone, that are single, maybe that's the darkness. The darkness can feel like maybe you want someone, or feeling like you're just alone. Or you don't even need anyone, just feeling like the darkness is, yeah, I feel alone, but it's because I don't need anyone. And just taking the time to heal, that stuff within, that trauma within. But very beautiful energy starting April, very strong, very present, not really worried about the past and the future, just trying to live day by day. Of course, still looking at the past, because habits can take us there. It's just a habit to look back at a specific moment, which isn't bad if you're doing it in a way that doesn't hurt you. Also, I'm looking at the future as well. Sometimes being able to know that, yeah, you're here moment to moment in the present moment, but knowing where it's going to take you, knowing where you're going, Very beautiful energy here, Libra. I'm super proud of you. We got Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, there are some what feel like blockages with money. And it's not to make you feel like you're failing. It's not to make you take 10 steps backwards. It's more to test you. It's like, hey, there are some things you need to pay, perhaps. There are some things that are going to require your money. There are some things you like opportunities you might want to take, like investments, or perhaps there was an investment that you took that felt like drained you a lot, and it's causing this blockage with the belief within you that you can receive more than what you have now. And it's not to say that you don't have any money right now. Definitely not. If anything, I see that you have just enough. But when the universe constantly is asking you for money, it feels kind of scary. It feels like, but am I going to be okay? Am I going to be okay though? Yes, you're going to be okay. The reason why the universe is asking so much of it, it's because you're asking so much of it. So there needs to be that balance. You have to give the way you accept, with full gratitude, with full trust and balance, and just knowing. Because the moment you do that, the moment you just decide to be like, you know what, I am infinite. My faith does always got me. The universe does always have me. Or in this case, I have the team I need. I have everything I need to think logically enough to get me ahead, right? Not letting the emotions get into the whole spiel. And it's like, I'm sorry if you can hear that ambulance. My sliding door is open. But the moment you do that, where you begin to not just give like crazy, spend like crazy, because that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is if something, a responsibility or an investment or something, or someone is asking for money, or, like you owe something, it's like the moment you pay it, don't pay it with fear of you're losing. No, give knowing that you're planting your seeds to get you even further. The moment you do that, the moment you realize that maybe this whole time, ever, like your whole past, right, up until now, that was like the missing link. Apart from controlling our emotions, apart from not letting our emotions get the best of us, apart from not letting our anxiety and our depression get the best of us, right? It's also being like willing to give, not just because it makes us feel good. Yeah, sure, that's good too. Not because if it feels good to see people light up with how we give, because, or sometimes it might not even feel good to give so much, just like bills, just regular bills, like that was a missing link, to look back and see it all as a blessing and a like fuel. It's fuel. It's a test. It really is. It's like the universe is testing you. It's like, oh, you want all this money? Okay, well, try to give me money right now. Your energy is telling me that you don't really want money, because if you wanted money, you would know that you have it. And the way you're giving me the money, through bills, through people that, like we said, the way you're giving me the money is showing me that you don't know. You don't actually know how abundant you are. You don't know that connection between the universe and you. And trust me, do I know this? This can come from growing up, like just the way our parents looked at money, the way we were raised to see money. And also it can be society and social media and entertainment and just, all of the stuff that we're programmed to believe how we should view money. Something so grand, something so big, when really I think money comes super easily to you, Libra, because you don't see it as something that that defines you. You see it as a tool, sure, that you're really good at manipulating. But when it comes up to giving back, when it comes up to putting it back into yourself or into other areas, it can feel like it is part of you then, because you worked hard for this money. Like, we can go down that rabbit hole. But like I said, I don't know if you are with someone, or if you perhaps they're an air sign too, but even if you are with a person, I don't even think it's them either. I think this is all you. And sure, if you have a person, they've aided you to reach this level, but it doesn't have to be. This is all you. Life has motivated you, pushed you, guided you to reach this level of, you know what? I got me. And you know who else got me? God, the universe got me. And that right there is beautiful, is what's making you go forward. But it can be a little cold. You can be cold on yourself. Try to bring a bit more. I think the moment you start giving back, the moment you start receiving this warmth within you, that you're able to just love yourself a bit differently, to the point where you can feel like you have everything you ever need within. Like, no one can ever take this feeling away from you, which is bigger than money. Like, it's priceless, But yeah, very interesting energy here so far. We got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I have a feeling like you've been very good at being logical, and it's because it's easier than focusing on the emotions. It's like we can look at our emotions in a very logical way, right? Especially the ones that don't feel good, the emotions that don't feel good. Like depression, anxiety, anger, impatience, distrust, all of these negative emotions, we can skim over. That's us being logical. Let's just skim over it, see what it is. Okay, this is what it is. Let's move on. That's us being logical. Instead of really sitting with it enough to be like, hey, let me make myself feel better. Like, what does that look like for you, Libra? Making yourself feel better with your emotions. Like, let's say you are feeling anxious one day because of money. You are feeling anxious because of something, right? Then what are you going to do in that moment? In that very moment because logically, and see, that's the thing. It's like I ask you this and you can be very quick with answering it. But it's like, but are you answering it in a way that feels good? That makes you feel like you're healing yourself with just that answer? And if the answer is no, if you're just like, no, well, I did answer it, but it's not, I don't know. I just don't know. It's like cloudy, it's foggy, or I'm just confused in what to feel. It's like you don't have to really put it into words. Just sit with the emotion, Libra. Sit with the emotion and let it guide you. Let it guide you. If it wants to go to the past, let it. Because once again, the past, we can, anything negative, right? And I say, when I talk about the past and I say negative, it's because we tend to go to the past to look over the negative moments we've had, right? So if we're looking at any negative moment, past, or our anxious mind in the future of a possibility of something that could happen, it doesn't matter. Whatever doesn't feel good that your mind is viewing, that your mind is Nim, there's a fly, get it, Nim, is a great moment to to just stop, at least catch yourself. It's not, okay, we're having some issues with figuring out how to heal it, how to really find the right word, the right sentence, the right, vision to replace that habit in whatever case, right? The habit of going to that negative situation, that negative emotion. So it's like the moment we get there, instead of just brushing it off, because it's like, oh, that we're so good at that. We're so good at brushing it off. It's like, instead, why don't we try to figure out how to feel good about it? And not put words to it, but just channel the good feeling of being able to just let go and heal yourself in that moment. It's because let go, it can go into that logical part where we can brush it off. But it's like, it's more than that. What are we doing to face it? Not just let it go. Face it. Face it enough to where we replace it with a good feeling, a good thought. Easier said than done, Libra, especially for air signs. Air signs are just all about mind. They're all about the mind. So it's like, it's very difficult to this one wanted to come out. King of Pentacles. You have a vision for yourself. You have a vision of having everything that you want materialistically with your routine. And some of you might already have that but still feel like something's missing. But a lot of you have a vision and are working towards that vision of a new version of yourself. But it's hard to believe that vision when you're bombarded or sometimes triggered with this paranoia of just not being good enough, not having enough, or just something happening, just this paranoia of something happening. And it's like, if it's this money situation, like, it just ties it all together with this card. The King of Pentacles is not worried about about spending. They're not. Because they are too focused on making money. If they need to spend because they have to spend, sure. Okay, get it done. If anything, they'll even have an assistant. Go get that done for me. But they're too busy making the moves, calling the shots, planting the seeds, and making more money. And we're talking about money here, but this can be anything. This can be traditions, foundations, within work, within family, within yourself, new traditions, new ways of carrying yourself, of walking and talking and thinking. He's too busy doing all that to care about spending. Because why would he care about spending when he has the money to spend? Because he knows it, because he's putting in the work. How would you not know you have the money if you put in the work so much? And it's not to the point, the King of Pentacles is not someone who's working to death. No. Do you see this guy? He's literally on a throne. He's decked out with swag. He has his boot with armor showing that he is protected. He knows he's protected. He knows that, people are going to be looking up to him, and they're going to, that paranoia. That paranoia is there for a good damn reason, and he knows it, but he's not going to be paranoid if he's protected. Why would he be paranoid if he's protected? How are you protecting yourself enough to have a good time? I think April is a great month to really figure that out. April is going to have to test you with your money. It's going to test you. How do you see your money? Are you blowing your money like crazy to make yourself feel better in small moments? Or do you have money in the bank? You're just not worried about it, you know? But it's a work in progress. Just take your time with it. You know, this is something that we'll never reach our destination with. Growing and learning about ourselves is something that is never ending. This guy, he knows that. He's putting in the work. He's learned so much, and this is you. This is your reading, Libra. Just know that this is within you. Putting in the work. Just keep putting in the work. Be patient. Have fun. Have fun. This guy, he could be having a bad time, and they would show it too. But here, if anything, he's like in a meditative state. He's having a good time. This is his purpose. This is his calling, to take care of business. And then on top of that, build, learn, create, fix. Not only with work, with family, but within. Right? Because that's what we're talking about here. And then we got the King of Wands. I think what you're craving is this more than anything. It's like, I'm working hard. You know why I'm working hard? You know why I'm so paranoid? You know why I'm so logical about things? It's because of the way I once was and the way I want to be. The way I once was super hot-headed, super passionate, spontaneous, very quick with calling the shots based off of the soul, based off of the heart. Just very quick in diving into your emotions and your passions. You know, and maybe that got you burned a little. You know, part of growing up. Life can be unfair. I was just telling this to Ophiuchus. Life can be super unfair. It's not always unfair. We get our what we want sometimes, but even the moments when it isn't unfair, there's a lesson within that, you know? So how lucky are we if we are aware enough, if we are patient enough, if we have enough trust in ourselves, trust in our visions, in our heart again. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're working really hard to be who you were before, but in a more grown way. You have a vision for yourself when you see the future. You see a vision with how you want to make people feel. Like your reputation, how people know you as, what people talk about you. You know, like you care about that stuff, and it doesn't cripple you, even though sometimes some people can be very, very, you know, on a different wavelength, there to give you pain, to make you question, is this really who I am? Is it? And sometimes the pain can hurt so much to where, you know what, I don't think this is who I am. But it is. It is. Just learn how to protect yourself. I hope this helped, Libra. I am thinking about making TikTok videos, like 3-minute bonus TikTok videos. If that's something you're interested in, please comment below. But other than that, anything helps, like a comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.